Welcome to Whatever Happened to Pizza at McDonald's, a podcast where I ask the question, whatever happened to the pizza at McDonald's? I'm your host, Brian Thompson. In my research into whatever happened to the pizza at McDonald's, I have occasionally browsed the Reddits and subreddits at a website called reddit.com. If you're not familiar, reddit.com is a kind of online bulletin board where people can spread information and engage in conversation. Most of the Reddits and subreddits are devoted to information about Jewish influence on politics and media, or sometimes about whether Sonic the Hedgehog ever became pregnant in canon. But I have found some Reddits and subreddits about McDonald's pizza. Mostly these are populated by folks in the same boat as me, those who remember McDonald's serving pizza and wonder whatever happened to it. But I recently discovered some new information relevant to my investigation on the subreddit r/pics. User shady_slim posted a photograph of a pizza he purchased at the McDonald's location in Pomeroy, Ohio, one of 3 known locations still serving pizza in the United States. The posting title, "There is one McD's left in the U.S. that offers pizza, in Pomeroy, Ohio. This is what that pizza looks like." Setting aside the misinformation within this title, I decided to scroll through the comments in the hope that someone could offer a new lead in my quest to learn why McDonald's stopped serving pizza at nearly all its locations. Sadly, I did not uncover an answer. However, I did find several comments from a user called Redditron-2000-4, who apparently worked at McDonald's when they served pizza, and has a near photographic memory of the McDonald's pizza-making process. Redditron-2000-4 wrote, "End of the night, we would always cook up any prepped ones and take them home. I lived on those pizzas for at least a year of college. I loved the deluxe, and I could still lay out the pepperoni in the right pattern 20-plus years later." Another user, JT Nova, asked, "What's the right pattern?" Redditron-2000-4 replied, "Crusts came frozen. You thawed them a bit in the cooler overnight. Sauce went in plastic dispensers like the ketchup, a big funnel with a lid and trigger on the handle to dispense the perfect amount. There was a plastic scraper to spread the sauce evenly. Start at the top, 1 slice at 12, 3, 6, 9, then 1 inside each of those, then 2 between the outer quarters, and 1 between the inner quarters, then 1 in the middle. 21 slices total for the pepperoni, a scoop of mozzarella on top. Deluxe was 8 slices around the outside, 4 in the middle, no center. Then strips of green pepper and onion. Green pepper and onion alternating between the pepperoni like the hands of a clock. Finally, a half cup of sausage sprinkled around, then the cheese." User perfect_illusions, who is also apparently a McDonald's pizza construction veteran, rejoined, "You forgot to put the garlic butter on the outside crust, and then sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on it first." To which Redditron-2000-4 groveled, "Oh, S-word. True." User Stop Now Think asked, "Mozzarella on top of the pepperoni?" And Redditron-2000-4 answered, "Yes. Crust, sauce, toppings, cheese." Unsatisfied, user Related Artists followed up with a simple, "Why?" To which Redditron-2000-4 explained, "Because that was the McDonald's factory way. You don't deviate from their instructions." I have not verified the veracity of these or any other claims on this thread, but this detail struck me as particularly trustworthy, if only because my interactions with McDonald's corporate have cast them in quite an authoritarian light. User open brackets deleted close brackets asked, "Did you ever use the pizza ingredients for other items on the menu, or was it just for the pizza?" Redditron-2000-4's answer, "I remember putting the mozzarella on burgers, cook a patty, then when it was done drop some shredded cheese on it, and pull the clamshell down. Not enough so the magnets caught and it started a fresh cycle, but just enough to press the cheese and melts it. Green peppers were the same ones we used for fajitas, onions the same as a quarter pounder. There was definitely some overlap. Eventually they started using the ovens for baked apple pies, too, part of a healthy food movement, but also because they needed the pie fryer for nuggets. Truly, this Reddit thread offers a heretofore unimaginable glimpse into life during McDonald's pizza time. Curious as to what other information Redditron-2000-4 might be able to impart, I searched his posting history on reddit.com and discovered several replies to a thread entitled, "Insects are a Sustainable Source of Protein." In that thread, I learned that he or she has eaten fried crickets, but was, quote, "not a fan." Continuing my deep dive, I discovered Redditron-2000-4's replies to a thread entitled, "So we're just going to forget WikiLeaks and Russia helped Trump?" User Come to the Maui Wowie commented, "Do Republicans not care about there being 11 sexual assault allegations against Donald Trump?" To which Redditron-2000-4 replied, "Anyone can make an allegation." Why are they coming out of the woodwork 23 years later, a week before the election? Where were they during the GOP primaries, when The Apprentice was on TV, when the alleged crimes allegedly occurred? When an accusation becomes a conviction, then I will care. Innocent until proven guilty is an American ideal that I still hold to. Come to the Maui Wowie rebutted, "Okay, what about locker room talk with Billy Bush?" And Redditron-2000-4 replied, "Sounded like familiar locker room talk to me. Lots of talk and not much action. Where are the women who were grabbed in the P word with sexual assault complaints?" His question remains unanswered, and as far as I know, it has nothing to do with whatever happened to the pizza at McDonald's. Today's episode of Whatever Happened to Pizza at McDonald's is brought to you by Movement Watches. You can tell time by measuring the length of your birdbath shadow, but what happens when the sun goes down? That's where Movement Watches come in. Look at them when it's night. Know the time. Movement Watches. Isn't it time to look at a watch? Thanks for listening to Whatever Happened to Pizza at McDonald's. Reminder, please sign the Change.org petition entitled Make Whatever Happened to Pizza at McDonald's a Panoply Podcast. With your help, we can make a difference. Subscribe to us on iTunes and follow us on Twitter at @PizzaAtMcD's for breaking news, updates, or just to get in touch. Do you know what happened to pizza at McDonald's? Do you remember it? How did it taste? Please get in touch and let us know. I'm Brian Thompson.